so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I done. That's where they'll get us head, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson. Across midfield. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 60 Eagles. Panther 60. Steady, right?
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Steeler defense. But right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
70 Rangers, 70 Panther 60, Panther 60.
Off the play fake, Ward. And his throw is incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Tight, 19 tight.
Now Ward. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Titans, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fighting him off.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Go! Liking 18.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On play action, Ward.
This one caught by Ridley. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trap 60, trap 60. Pablo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Viking 18. Go, Reed, go. Hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Christian Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Sly on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw is Ward. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd down and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Up the middle, Johnson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're going to look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
A 50-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down in a yard.
Ready! Lightning, 18! Reno!
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
go, set. 76.
Throwing is Ward. That's complete to DK. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw, here's Ward. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for the Nets, obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
70 Lions. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hawk. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60. Go. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Off play action, Ward. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Titans, first down. A gain of 22 yards.
70.
First down,
Hawk 70.
Tennessee.
Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Again, it's Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
At the 44-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The first down carry here for Johnson. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll drop to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, obviously, Charles, it'd be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Viking 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
A gain of 9. It's
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Now Ward on 4th down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Five, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Warriors 7, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
They'll throw again, Ward. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Catch made by Watson on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Okay,
from the 32
ready?
now. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action with Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Panther 60, Buffalo 18.
Ward off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Slide for the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. And the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Not saying 19.
To throw is Ward. This one caught by Ridley. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Ready! Cowboy, 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now Ward. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Warriors, 17.
8 yards. It's second down.
Buffalo, 18. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Go, check. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Moore. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 29, here's second down at 7. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Norton. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Overseas, you feel alive, like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you can't have enough. Still feel paralyzed above sexual. Friends just having kids, ain't had enough. Used to having a world.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Come on, go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
At the 41-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And the win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, Parker, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, they probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, "Guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win." And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planned.